want to ask you about the timing of all of this, Congressman, which you know has been in focus. A former federal prosecutor referred to this brief as Jack Smith's, quote, October cheap shot. Donald Trump has accused the Justice Department of election interference, essentially by violating its longstanding practice not to take public steps in politically related cases close to an election. So I wonder if you would weigh in on this. Do you think it was appropriate for this brief to be unsealed this close to the election, Congressman?
I do think it was appropriate, and we have to look at why the delay was occasioned in the first place. And so much of the delay had to do with the defendant's stall tactics in the lower courts and the appellate courts and the Supreme Court. It had a lot to do with the Supreme Court's decision to wait until the last day of session, to wait until as close to the election as possible, because the Supreme Court now, sadly, the legacy of the Chief Justice Roberts has become yet another partisan institution, decided to issue its decision at the latest moment. And then what you see the special counsel do is what he should do, which is promptly go back to the grand jury, get a superseding indictment that meets the new limits placed on evidence and charges in a presidential prosecution, bring that indictment forward, then file a brief before the district court to continue the process. So I think the special counsel did what he should do, and I think the court was well within its discretion to make that public.
And yet, Congressman, just to remind you, this is what you said back in 2016 when then FBI Director James Comey reopened essentially the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. Take a look.
The DOJ policies against making a statement about a pending or closed case, and certainly not doing it in the days leading up to an investigation, is there for a reason.
I think this was the exercise of very poor judgment. I say that not just as a Clinton supporter, but someone who spent 6 years in the Department of Justice as an assistant U.S. attorney. You don't talk about pending cases. You certainly don't do it right around election time.
And again, that was reopened just days before the election. Why shouldn't that same standard apply now, Congressman?
Because what you had there was the director of the FBI unilaterally making a decision to talk about an open investigation. It wasn't a filing in a court. It wasn't a decision by a judge weighing the policy, weighing the evidence. This was James Comey's unilateral decision in the weeks leading up to the election. That's very different. Prosecutors, before bringing a case, and this was before any case was brought by James Comey, or prosecutors speaking to the public about evidence in the case, doing so indeed days before the election, even not knowing what that evidence was. That is a very different circumstance than a court filing made under seal as it was here.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.